Okay, so this is another battle report. It is Kiyose 418 Feigned Retreat, and I am playing the Dark Eldar along with a Stormwing formation. Yes, I know, it's a very interesting combination. And JP.
Playing Eldar, I am Den, and I think we're pissed off because you have a race knight that belongs to us that we need back.
That makes for excellent story. We're forging the narrative.
Yes.
Okay, so the we just rolled for night fighting, and it is in fact night fighting until at least turn 5.
Yeah.
And the objective of the mission is to basically amass kill points. So we have First Blood, Linebreaker, Slay the Warlord, and yep. So this is deployment, and we are going to begin. So let's roll to see who goes first. So on a roll of 1, 2, or 3, it is going to be enemy goes first. On a 1, 2, or 3, enemy goes first.
Nope, you go first.
Okay, so that is deployment, and we'll film after the end of my turn 1. Okay, so this is the end of my first turn of Dark Eldar shooting, and I've had a general advance all along the line of these units here. And I concentrated a lot of my firepower onto this gun emplacement here, and I got them to jump out and flee for their lives. And this Ravager here put 1 hull point onto that Wave Serpent over there. So that is the end of Dark Eldar, turn 1. Now it's going to be Eldar, turn 1. Okay, so this is the end of Dark Eldar, turn 1, and he's done quite a lot of damage, scoring 4 points in the turn. So firing destroyed the Warlord's personal transport, so that's 1 point, as well as 1 point for First Blood. There was one unit's venom here was also wrecked. That's point number 3. 1, 2, 3. And where did the other point come from?
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, and then there's First Blood on top of it.
Yeah, well, this is 1 right there.
Yeah.
And then First Blood, so that's 2.
Yeah.
And then there's 1 here, so that's 3.
And then there's dudes down here.
Oh yeah, and then those guys down there, they lost their transport, so it's 4-0 already.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is the end of Dark Eldar turn. Oh, sorry, Dark Eldar. Eldar turn 1. Now it is going to be Dark Eldar turn 2. Okay, so this is the end of Dark Eldar turn 2. I came, I think, roaring back. The Eldar Farseer here did Psychic Shriek onto the scouts there. The Rangers, I mean, and killed them with a big Psychic Shriek. And I did a Puppet Master on this Wave Serpent. We shot into a Wave Serpent that was here in coordination with a Wraith Knight, and that exploded. The passengers fled back into those ruins, so I have 2 points for that. And over onto this side here, fire from 1, 2, and 3. 3 Ravagers killed another Wave Serpent, so I got 3 points from there. And some incidental firing from these Kabbalite warriors killed 1 of the Wraith Guard. And due to the Warlord trait of JP's Warlord, I was not able to get in my Stormwing formation. Okay, so this is the end of Dark Eldar turn 2. It's going to be Eldar turn 2. Okay, so this is the end of turn 2 for the Eldar, and JP is going to narrate his turn. It was very interesting. We forged a narrative.
It was really, really terrible. This unit inside here, they had Puppet Master. They got the chance.
Why are you opening that? The thing is on.
I'm recording, Mom. Yeah,
Don't you
okay.
feel the thing there?
Sure, Mom. Sure. Okay, we'll start. Keep going.
Okay, so yeah, they got the opportunity to get Puppet Master, but they ruined their opportunity. They Puppet Mastered the Race Knight, which I was able eventually to destroy with my pure rage, and he shot into this thing, the Ravager. He was supposed to completely wipe it out. And what happens?
You rolled 2 1s.
I rolled 2 1s.
And I got a 5 and 6 for the Flicker Fields.
Yeah, so Christian was being very nice by allowing me to, because his strength is 10 and his armor is 11, so he was being very generous by letting me have those 1s, but it still flickered away.
You
I
see
couldn't do
this?
that.
You see this?
Okay, Mom. I'm recording. Thanks, Mom.
So what else? What else happened? But I was able to destroy it using these guys. And those guys, basically my whole army was ineffective. It was really, really lame. So.
Okay, so it's going to be Dark Eldar turn 3. Okay, so this is the end of my Dark Eldar turn 3, and I was kind of satisfied because finally my Stormwing formation did come in, and I put quite a lot of firepower that killed the Eldar army warlord as well his Wraithguard retinue. So I scored 1 point for the warlord character, 1 point for the warlord kill, and 1 point for the kill of the retinue. This dude here did Wave Serpent Puppet Master. Had this Wave Serpent shoot into this Wave Serpent, unfortunately to no effect. And he did a Psychic Shriek, which killed one of the scouts. And they passed the morale check as well. So that is the end of my Dark Eldar turn 3. It is going to be Eldar turn 3. So this is the end of of Eldar turn 3. Take it away.
Alright, so because I used intercept fire to fire at his flyers when they came in, these things couldn't do anything, but I could use these 2 bright lances to fire and destroy his Ravager. This one didn't do anything, but this one took it out, so this one was not able to take that one out. I took these guys and I fired at the Farsighted jet bike, just, you know, who knows, something could happen. But essentially my plan was to assault, kill him. That worked. Unfortunately, as you would have predicted, I'm out in the open in the shooting phase for Christian's turn. But he's dead, so that gives me a victory point, and I got a victory point for the Ravager. So that puts me up to 7, and I think Christian's at 6 or 7 points. So we're either tied or very close.
Cool. All right, so it's going to become Dark Eldar turn 4. Okay, so this is the end of Dark Eldar turn 5. It was a momentous shooting phase. An incredible amount of firepower went down and eliminated this unit here. Shooting from these still flying air assets destroyed the Wave Serpent that was on this battlements here. Shooting from these Kabalite warriors onto the battlements killed an additional Wraithguard. So I scored 1, 2, 3 points. I scored 1 point for the Wave Serpent, 1 point for the character, the headquarters character that was with that Wraithguard unit, and then that Wraithguard unit. Okay, so that is the end of Dark Eldar turn 4. It is now Eldar turn 4. Okay, so JP is going to give commentary about the end of Dark Eldar turn 4.
Okay,
Eldar turn 4.
Yeah, so Eldar turn 4. Basically, you moved up. He destroyed Wave Serpent that was here. The dudes came out. They're flamer guys with the spirits here. Then he destroyed 2 or 3 guys from the ramparts. Using his guns and the venom. He also used his elites that we'll talk about them later, but the elites shot into my Wraith Guard and my guys. So basically you destroyed a Wave Serpent and a 2 or 3 Wraith Guards and a unit of Wraith Guard with a Farseer. Then in retaliation, my Wraith Guard came down. I used the Puppet Master to Puppet Master here, shot up these elites with the HQ. Now they're fleeing back, and I used a quad gun to destroy one Storm Talon, and the other one made this guy like he's
Jink.
Yeah, he's jinxed, so he'll be firing snapshots. So and I moved one Wave Serpent over here, leaving a Spirit Seer behind so he can man the gun, because obviously we're nearing the end of the game, and it would be really silly if he didn't try to stop me from getting that Blind Breaker. So I had to make a move.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. It's going to be Dark Eldar turn 5. Okay, so this is the end of Dark Eldar turn 5. My remaining flying assets moved over here, gunned down the one of the Seers manning this this quad gun. Those guys in there gunned down these 2 Rangers here, so I got 2 points from there. But the rest was ineffectual firing onto the Wave Serpent. So that is the end of Dark Eldar turn 5. It's going to be Eldar turn 5. Okay, so it is the end of Eldar turn 5. JP, do you want to take us through it?
Yeah. So sorry, I just got distracted. Girls. Okay, so I'm kind of like stressing out because I'm like, it's like the end of the game, and I'm losing my whole army. Essentially, all I did was I took that little team there with its little spirits here, Puppet Mastered this guy. I managed to kill 2 guys there. I moved this vehicle. I made a mistake in my measurement, but Christian was good, and he let me just like remove it because what I want to do is hide away from the Ravagers and only be exposed to these guys. It's the least I can do for myself. And then fire into the HQ and its elites. Managed to take them out. So I've got one for the Warlord, one because he's an HQ, and a third for the elite team. So that gives me 3 points. I'm still behind here. This guy could pop the vehicle, but then the chances are I'll still get Mindbreaker. So that could give me 4 points. So that's what's going on with my team.
Cool. So let me just make a morale check for those guys who got shot up there. Here on an 8. So they would be fleeing. And on a roll of 1 or 2, JP, you want to do the honors to see if the game ends? 1 or 2? Game continues to turn 6.
And that means that, just if I can say this, I'm probably going to get slaughtered. Like I said, he does have... Actually, the only chance he has of slaughtering me is this one thing, popping this open, and somehow trying to destroy all my guys. Not likely to happen. I haven't counted the points. This is a slugfest. It's just like every time he gets a point, he gets 1 or 2 points. So I'm just like trying to get those points back by boom, boom, and it's just like this. It's stressful because my army is so small, but his army is weak. But I've been taking out the Venoms because I'm like, if I'm playing my army, you cap my Venoms, that's my kneecaps are gone. I can't go anywhere. But I really should have targeted the Ravagers because I didn't think, the fact that I'm in a skimmer army. So I think Christian's going to win this, but it's tight. It's really tight.
Cool. All right, so we're going to go to my turn 6. Yeah. Okay, so this is the end of Dark Eldar turn 6. And I had dudes jump out of their Venom. And them, along with their Venom, along with the Ravager, along with these 2 air assets, gun down the Spirit Seer, as well as a group of his Wraithguard retinue in there. So that is the end of my turn, and it is now going to be Eldar turn 6, and
that's all I've got left is 5 Flamer guys with their Spirit. Oh no, not even a Spirit Seer, just 5 Flamer guys in there.
Cool.
The whole of Feigned.
Yeah. Dramatic.
Yeah.
You know what you should do now, right? You should unleash Death Blossom. Last Starfighter. Remember Death Blossom?
Oh, yeah.
Death Blossom.
Yeah.
Let them come in. Let them come in. Let them come in. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Not yet. Now.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, we're just kind of joking like, JP, what happened to your turn? Oh yeah, you got 1 vehicle. So now we get to see if the game ends. I kind of hope it does because if there's any chance he can do anything. But actually, if it keeps going, and it really should according to the probability, I could maybe wipe out this unit and get a point. So on a 1, 2, 3, right?
It ends.
On ends. It's a 6.
Game continues to turn 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the end of my game, actually. So the flying assets came over. They shot up and put 1 hull point onto that Wave Serpent right there. I moved everything else in this direction of the board because I didn't want to give any free kill points towards the end of the game. So the Ravager boosted from here to over there. And those guys rallied. Okay, so that is it. It is going to be JP's last game turn. Go ahead.
That's the mistake I should not have made.
All right, so JP, what happened?
I'm going home. Okay, so Iron Den, I got First Blood, Slay. Well, I got 11 points. The mistake I made was this last thing there. I should have got my guys out. That's my miscalculation of being silly and not fully being aware of the rules, even at my age and my experience level. But it's the additions. I'm making excuses, but whatever. The Dark Eldar, 14 points. But they completely wiped out my entire army except for 1 transport with their elite, with their troops in there. So I think that definitely Christian deserved this win. I should have been targeting the Ravagers from the start.
That's what I always do when I play against you.
Yeah, because I'm used to being like, shooting troops with my Venoms.
Oh, Ravagers are the bitch. Seriously, kill them.
Yeah, and I'm used to losing my Ravagers, and I'm used to operating without them. So I'm like, well, if I lost my Ravagers, I'd just, make do. But actually, no, because my army's all mechanized, so they're really, really key. So I really should have... My 2 mistakes is I'm mechanized, so I should have taken out the Ravagers, and I should have got my guys out of there. So at least I get 12 points instead of 11, but just for the sake of being aware, of what I'm doing. But awesome game, slugfest. It's just like every time, it's like basketball. When you watch basketball, it's like this guy, okay, they
go on a run, like a scoring run.
It was just like...
Yeah.
Absolute slugfest.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so this was 2,000 points of Feigned Retreat, and in this very, very bloody game, the Dark Elder managed to eke out a victory. All right, so that is it. Bye bye.